Hello guys, my name is Adredin, and today we are going to go over one of the best weapons in the game, Frostner. Now, Frostner is a one-handed hammer, and it is really quite good in the planes here. It allows kind of a bit of a stun effect on the little fallings, which can really be a pain to fight. Now, even with this hammer, they are still kind of a tricky one to do. So, yeah, anyhow, let's just jump in and see how we craft Frostner and what it takes to unlock it, because it takes a couple of things. I actually hadn't unlocked it until I got to the plains because I just hadn't gotten one of the items, but we'll go over that in just a second. One of the ways I know of getting the Ymir flesh to unlock Frostner is to actually find the trader. So first off, you have to find the trader, and it is represented by the bag here, and it is in a black forest all the time, but it's random, so good luck finding them. I have no secrets there to share. Anyways, you need to bring a bunch of money to buy it from the guy, and you need 5 of them. Alright, so once you're here, you can press E, and you can buy the Ymir flesh from him. As soon as I buy it, it should unlock Frostner. Now, I already bought mine just a few moments ago, but didn't record it. It unlocked Frostner and an iron sledge, so it was quite useful. So you'll need about 600 coins to do this. Alright, let's go get the other couple things, and then we'll craft this up. Alright guys, welcome back to the swamps. Now if you were here and gathering up stuff when you first came here, it's awesome, because you should gather up some of these ancient trees. These ancient trees, they hold something called ancient bark. And so you just chop one down, make sure you clear the place of anything nasty like draugrs or wraiths. But yeah, next you just smash that sucker down and find that ancient bark. It's this kind of weird stuff here with these little green bits on it. Yeah, alright, so we got that. We're gonna need 10 of this, so I would say chop down like 2 of these ancient trees here, and you should be good to go. The last 2 components you need for Frostner are going to be in the mountain biome. So, once you find a mountain biome, you are going to have to find yourself some silver. And you're going to have to kill yourself some drakes. They are just flying around here. There's one over there. We can probably attract its attention here. We just need to switch over to our bow. Oh, and it's gone. No problem. They're all over the place. I'm sure we'll see one in a second here. I'm going to bring you to a silver node so that you can see what it's like. Also, I'm going to equip the wishbone so that you know sort of what happens when you approach one. So for the wishbone, though, you're going to have to kill Bone Mass, and he is in the swamp. So that is the biome before all this, so you're going to have to do that. So other things to watch out for in this general biome are wolves during the day and also the night, but they'll also turn into fenrings, which are basically werewolves. Okay, first you can see that that's the wishbone, and it's saying that there's a silver node nearby. So you kind of just track one down by listening for its tone. Oh, further away. Getting higher. Higher. And you kind of just have to walk around until you find it. Alright, here's finally a drake for us to kill. In the blizzard it's a little bit harder to see them, but they will do this little loop, and they'll kind of go there, and they'll fire this icy blast at you, which sucks if you don't have really good armor. And so, yeah, just use some arrows, even wooden arrows, about 3 or 4 of them will kill the drake. I'm using needle arrows because of where I'm at in the game trying to get Frostner. So it should take maybe 2, yeah, there we go. And eventually you'll get pretty good at taking these guys out because, well, you gotta take a lot of them out overall. That gave us our last freeze gland. Oh, wolf! Constant danger. Pretty much. Right here-ish. Yeah, it'll be your boat right here. So you just start digging down, and you'll be able to find it. Most likely, anyway. Sometimes these other rocks get in the way. Not a bad thing, because you also get to use the rock for building all the different stone things you need at this stage, like, you know, extra walls and such at bases, and you're going to need a lot of it eventually. Hey, there's the silver vein right there. So that's what it looks like right there. 2 drakes. Whew. What a treat. Boom. There you go. Yeah, so this is the silver vein right down in there. That's what it looks like. I'll show you how big they are, because I've excavated one from somewhere nearby. And the silver nodes that I excavated seem to have given about 100 silver each. So this area had about 3 of them. They're pretty big, you know, they are giant, sort of 3-pronged chunks of metal, ore, and yeah, that's about how big they are. Okay, you're going to need an iron pickaxe to break those, and that will get you silver ore. I'll show you the silver ore that I collected earlier. I'm not going to do any more right now, so. But you are going to have to collect 30 of them, so it's, you know, you might have to do a couple trips and such. When getting silver, I would recommend maybe on, you know, an early trip using your pickaxe and just, you know, picking out a little pathway. If the mountain is as steep as mine, you'll probably need it, because it just makes it way more convenient to get it back and forth, to have a path. But, you know, road building and Valheim is pretty important in general. Alright, so when I do the refining, I generally separate it into stacks of 10, because it's heavy and it's gonna be, you know, you can only fit 10 in the smelter at one time, so you may as well just load it up. And, depending on when you picked up Ymir Flesh and Ancient Bark, this might be the moment where you actually unlock Frostner. And so you just have to, yeah, go pick it up, and that could unlock it for you, but I had to, just never touched Ymir Flesh with this character until now, because I didn't really think it had much of a use, but it's good to have touched kind of everything in the game. Alright, after finally gathering everything up, this is what we have, and we're going to go over and craft Frostner. Frostner right there. It is a one-handed weapon. Requires repair station level 3, 35 blunt, 40 frost damage, and 20 spirits. This is actually really good even in things like burial mounds, sunken crypts, and just in general in the swamp. So that'd be pretty awesome. Everything else is kind of typical. And pretty high durability. And anyway, it also applies, yeah, the frost effect to creatures. So this is why I want it, because I'm pretty annoyed with the fallings, and they're just... I just want to get through them a little more easily, so that's why I'm crafting this thing up. And yep, that's what it is. Craft. Remember, make sure you have that level 3 forge. Alright. Frostner. So I'm going to actually probably switch this up pretty soon. But we're going to go and fight some of these guys just to see what it's like fighting fallings in the plains like this. So here's what it's like oftentimes when I fight 1 or 2 of these little guys. Now, we don't know how many stars this guy is, so it's a little bit of a questionable thing. I would generally hit him with my bow and arrow from a distance at first, but we want to make sure that we know, you know, oh, he's a spear thrower too. Or no, he's not. So, one shot, he doesn't stop at all. And yeah, you can kind of kite these guys around, and that's not too bad. You can get your stamina back up, but it is kind of a pain in the butt. They don't stop, and, you know, one, if it hits you, will get, like, a huge amount of hit points off of you. So it's not so bad with this. You can see how he just kept on coming at me over and over again. Unless you do, like, some sort of, like, block where it just happens to stun him or whatever, but it doesn't know what's happening. And then if you get 2 or 3 of these guys at the same time, it's just kind of game over. So here are 2 of these little fallings. We're going to switch our weapons and give this a go. So ideally you can just attract like 1 at a time, but if this guy throws a spear, it's going to possibly hurt a lot. Yeah. Anyway, it gives that cryo damage, which kind of stuns them just a little bit, so that you have a chance to move in for like another shot. If you get that spear throwing guy, that would be nice. This is definitely a better way to do this. But still, do not let your guard down. because I'm already at half life. Yeah, see, it's kind of got him slowed down, so you can get in time for another attack. That is why you want Frostner. I don't know what it does to a Death Skeeto. Probably fine. Has a lot of damage, so these guys don't do necessarily a ton. Yeah. Good on a Death Skeeto. Hunting locks with this, you can also do that. It makes it so that when you shoot them, they'll get attracted to you, right? Get that, like, sort of backstab thing on, effect going on. But then you can block their attacks, sometimes pretty well with a shield, but if you hit them, sometimes they'll get frosted, and then you can just melee them and spin around to their backside. Not always, but, you know, enough of the time. Oof, another big bite. Well, this is not good. We have to get out of here. There was yet another goblin that would have joined them, and maybe that troll. Things just would get out of hand. You really gotta watch yourself in the plains. Alright guys, if you enjoyed that video, hit that like button. If you are new to the channel and want to learn more about Valheim, subscribe to the channel and maybe check out some other videos. Also share with some friends if you think they would find this video interesting. And I will see you guys in another video. Bye bye.